everybody, and welcome to this session on alternatives to discussion board. Now, over the last year, I think we have all gotten much more comfortable in the world of online learning. But perhaps you have found yourself using discussion boards quite a bit, and you're looking for something new to engage your students. In this session, we're going to talk about 3 tools that are great alternatives to our traditional discussion board. We're going to look at Flipgrid, Padlet, and Wakelet. What we're looking at here is just a quick infographic that details those 3 tools that we're going to look at today. Before we jump into the specifics, let me give you just a brief overview of all 3 tools. Flipgrid is a really great free video discussion tool that allows students to respond to prompts and reply to each other. This also allows students to record their screen and share with you and their fellow students. Padlet is a virtual corkboard of sorts, kind of an online bulletin board that allows students or you to add to this bulletin board text, images, video, audio, URLs, and so on. Wakelet is a resource gathering tool that allows you to not only gather your own resources to share with students, but it also allows students to collaborate with each other on a shared board or collection that they're working on together. So to give you a little more specifics, let's take a look and start with Flipgrid, and we'll move through the list. When you come to Flipgrid, you are welcome to create a completely free account to get started. When you do get started, you will see that Flipgrid is broken down into groups and topics. A group is kind of a folder, and a topic is a starter conversation that you want the students to respond to. You will notice that you can come under topics and create a topic. To get started to create a topic, you click on the Create Topic option, give it a title, a prompt, and there are multiple pieces of media and settings you can set. Let me show you one that's already created. In this example, the instructions are listed here. They have a prompt video to watch here by just clicking the play button. And if I scroll down, the responses from students will start to pile up down here at the bottom, and you'll be able to view them, and they can view them for each other and reply to them. This is a really great tool, an easy tool to connect a little more personally than just a traditional discussion board. I really encourage you to take a look at Flipgrid and dive in and see if it might be something you could use for your own classroom. This also integrates great into LMSs if you choose to do that. The second tool on my list is called Padlet. Padlet is a free tool that you can have up to 3 Padlets. Anything more than that, you would need to pay for the service. But again, this is a virtual cork board. And let me just show you when you create a free account. When I choose to make a Padlet, I just want to show you all the different ways that you can lay out a Padlet. Lots of different looks like timelines and maps that you can choose to best fit your needs. So I'd encourage you to take a look at that. You can also preview any of these to see what they might look like to give you a better idea. If I go back, I'm going to show you one example that gives you an idea as to the types of things you can add to your Padlet. Here you can see I have several examples here, including a video that you can upload or create within Padlet itself, an audio file, a text, an image, a Word document, an audio file that we recorded from Padlet, a URL, and so on. To add a piece of content to Padlet, all you do is double click or click the pink button down below. You give it a title, write whatever you would like, and then if I click the 3 dots here, you can see all of the items that you are able to add to a Padlet. So this really opens up how students can collaborate together, what kinds of content they can put inside of a board, and how they're really interacting with each other. Once you have your board, one of the great things about Padlet is you can share it in a variety of ways. A couple that stand out for me is you can choose to save it as an image, you can save it as a PDF, or you can embed it inside of a blog or a website, or it embeds great inside of an LMS as well. So keep that in mind. You don't have to send them outside to Padlet. If you do want to share this with them, you copy that link to the clipboard, or you can grab it from up here as well, and you then link that inside of whatever form you want students to access it through. So you could email this out, you could link that inside of an LMS, you could email it out, and so on. Folks that have a link to that can then come on with no access required, no logon required, and they can then add their components to it. So Padlet is a really easy way to invite users in to collaborate with each other in a variety of ways and with a variety of media. The last tool I was going to showcase is called Wakelet. And Wakelet is at its core a collection tool for resources. So a collection is kind of a folder, and you might have in there resources from all sorts of places online. You can add in images, you can add in URLs, you can add in tweets from Twitter, and it allows you to collect them. But one of the great things about this tool is it also allows you to invite collaborators. Let me show you one example using this collection here I'm most proud of. Now this is a collection that I set up to allow students to come in and join and add in their content. So you can see I have an image at the top, I've got a starter prompt for them I'm most proud of, and I have a little prompt here and asking them what I want from them. You can see there's one item already added to this, and I added in something I was most proud of. What's great about this is you can choose this invite option, and you can choose to grab this link and invite students in to then add their pieces to this. And they do not need a logon for it. They will ask for a name to add to this collection, but then they can add anything they want. When they come in as a collaborator, they have the option to edit. And when you edit a collection and add to it, you can see all of the different items that you can add in to Wakelet. Text, image, bookmarks, PDFs, tweets, videos, and so on. These are all the items that students can add in, and this is a really dynamic way for students to be able to add their content together inside of one collection. This one is called Wakelet. So to recap, in this session we talked about 3 alternatives to discussion board: Flipgrid, Padlet, and Wakelet. And I really encourage you to look at all 3 of them and see if they might be a good fit for your classroom in connecting students together in a different and maybe more dynamic way.